Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining. We're really have a special presentation today from Uniworld Boutique River Cruises. My name is Dean Lapham. I'm the Senior Director of Professional Development and Trade Programs at CLIA, and I'm just going to quickly go through some housekeeping before introducing our presenter. So the webinar will run for about 25 to 30 minutes. That's the presentation, with time for questions at the end. So please feel free to type your questions into the question module of the webinar, and we'll get to them at the conclusion of the representation. This webinar is being recorded and will be posted on CLIA's YouTube channel, CLIA Global. And with that, it is my pleasure to introduce our presenter, Eddie Mestry from Uniworld, to present to you more about Uniworld's River of the World cruises, mystery cruises, and extraordinary destinations. Eddie is the Director of Sales at Uniworld Boutique River Cruises and has been in the travel industry for over 16 years, with the last 6 years spending with Uniworld. He's excited to share with you some new and exciting and incredible destinations and some new things about their ships today. So take it away, Eddie.
Thank you so much, Dean, and thank you all so much for taking the time to join us on the webinar today. As Dean mentioned, I'm extremely excited to go over what's new with Uniworld, some of those key hallmarks and pillars that we offer, some new destinations, some Rivers of the World cruises, cruise and rail programs as well. But before I do begin the presentation, I do want to share with you all who we are, a little bit of a background of Uniworld. We are a family-owned company. We've been in service for over 44 years, and the owners of Uniworld are the same owners of the beautiful Red Carnation hotels, Insight Vacation, Luxury Gold, African Travel, Trafalgar, just to name a few of the brands. And if your clients have traveled on any of our sister brands, they do also receive a discount with Uniworld as well. And Mrs. Tolman, the owner and founder of Uniworld, she is very much involved with everything that you're going to see in the presentation. From all the chairs, the carpeting, the decor on board our ships is hand-selected by Mrs. Tolman and her daughter, Tony Tolman. And as I mentioned, we are a family-owned company. We're also an all-inclusive experience. So everything for your clients and guests is going to be included in the cost, and that starts off with the culinary. So we do have a farm-to-table philosophy. So our chefs are going to be getting off at the incredible destinations that we're going to be visiting, get those locally sourced ingredients, and about 75% of the culinary is going to be catered towards those destinations that we're visiting. So if we're on the Veneto region in Venice on our beautiful ship, the SS La Venezia, we're going to have spaghetti carbonara on board. We'll have risotto milanesa. If we're in Portugal on the Douro River, we're going to have the local codfish, the bacalhau, or the octopus pulpo on board. If we're in Budapest in Hungary, we'll have goulash. In Vienna, Austria, we're going to have schnitzel. So all the culinary is also going to be catered towards those incredible destinations that your clients and guests are going to be visiting. And then all the premium alcohol is also going to be included throughout the whole duration of the cruise. As you can see here, there's quite a large variety of options for your clients and guests to enjoy. And that is not just beer and wine for lunch and dinner. It is going to be all the premium alcohol throughout the whole duration of the cruise. There's about 18 different whiskeys on board, 12 different vodkas, 11 different rums. So quite a large variety. And then also the beer is going to be from those local breweries that we're going to be visiting. The wine is going to be from those local regions and vineyards as well. So once again, going back to the Douro River and the Douro Valley, we're going to have port wine on board. We'll have Riesling wine, once again, on the Danube River. So all very much going to be reflecting those amazing countries and cities that we're going to be visiting. So as I mentioned, we are all-inclusive, starting off with the culinary, the premium alcohol. The gratuities are also going to be included for your clients and guests, for the onboard employees and staff. And as you can see in this particular image, we do have European butler service on board for our suite guests that are there to assist every single step of the way. And there are 2 European butlers on board each and every one of our ships in Europe. And once again, the gratuity is going to be included for all of our onboard employees. Wi-Fi throughout the entire fleet is also included, and even transportation to and from the airport. So regardless if your clients book airfare with Uniworld, we still provide the transfers as long as they do come in within the parameters, which is 5 a.m. or after the day of embarkation. But my favorite part are all the amazing excursions that we offer. This is an example of one of them called Morning with the Masters, where we're visiting the Vienna Art Museum, the Van Gogh Museum, St. Mark's Basilica, all these incredible museums when nobody else is there. It's open after hours or before the general public, just for Uniworld guests. We also have golf excursions in our Paris and Normandy itinerary, overlooking the beaches of Etretat Beach, wine tastings at different chateaus and vineyards, walking tours, bike tours that we offer as well. Private tours of different castles that we're going to be visiting along the Rhine River and the Danube River as well. And then we also have night out experiences. So there's going to be several different options of excursions for your clients to choose from throughout the entire day. But the great thing about river cruising with Uniworld is there are also going to be a lot of overnight stays. So your clients can venture off and explore those beautiful cities and towns that we're going to be visiting, or do some of those guided excursions that we offer as well. And this is an example of one of them. And I've had the opportunity to do this particular excursion in Vienna, and it's an absolutely stunning, about a 2.5-hour session of Mozart and Strauss concert, very interactive, just absolutely stunning, a beautiful concert hall, once again, just open for Uniworld guests. So we are that all-inclusive aspect, but one of our key pillars and hallmarks that really makes us unique is our one-of-a-kind ships. So I talked about how our culinary is going to reflect and resemble those destinations that we're going to be visiting, but every single one of our ships is also going to be unique in their own way, and they're all going to reflect and resemble those incredible destinations that we're visiting. They're all going to be curated for those amazing countries and cities that we're going to be visiting. And you can see by this particular slide, all the attention to detail, from the fresh flowers to the fresh fruits, even down to the inspired books, which is my favorite part. So your clients and guests can learn about these amazing cities and countries that we're going to be visiting before we even get there. And as I mentioned, Mrs. Tolman, all the decor that you see on board is hand selected, from the chairs, the carpeting, the pillows, the curtains. Everything is hand selected for each and every one of our ships by Mrs. Tolman and her daughter, Tony Tolman. And then our ships are a very intimate experience. On average, it's about 120 guests. So very, once again, a very personalized attention to detail service that we're going to have on board. And some of our extraordinary destinations are even more intimate. We do have some ships as little as 56 guests, even 32 guests, which I'll share with you all in a few slides as well. And then for our suite guests, we have some amazing amenities for suite guests. I talked about the European butler service that are there to assist every single step of the way, from unpacking to complimentary laundry service, to shoe shine service, to curating any specific excursions that you might want to book. So they're there to assist every step of the way. The fully stocked bar that we have in our suites, spacious accommodations as well. We do have some suites as large as 920 square feet in our Mekong Jewel in Vietnam and Cambodia. And then all the attention to detail, as we talked about on the previous slide. And as you can see on this picture, every single one of our staterooms and suites do have a river view. So we don't have any interior staterooms. So you are going to be able to see, and your clients are going to be able to see, all the stunning views of the castles along the Rhine River, or the Parliament in Budapest. So all these amazing monuments you'll see right from your stateroom and suite as well. And then we're very big into wellness with Uniworld. So we do have a lot of great onboard activities and excursions for everyone to enjoy. We have yoga classes in the morning time. There's yoga classes as well at some of the destinations that we visit. I know in Bordeaux, I remember doing some yoga at one of the old fortresses, which was just a phenomenal experience. We also have TRX bands that are available. There's a fitness center on board all of our ships in Europe. We also have 20 bikes on board our ships that your clients and guests can use to venture off and explore those beautiful cities, or do some of the guided tours that we offer, which are along the riverbanks on the Danube River, on the Rhine River, and some you could actually follow the ship going through the incredible Danube River as well. And then we have Nordic sticks for different walks. We have some different hikes and leisure walks that would be available as well. So a lot of variety of different excursions for everybody to enjoy. And then we have travel light menus as well. So your clients and guests can enjoy some of the amazing ingredients and recipes that we have, but also with our traveling light menu. So very much into wellness. And some of the unique features that we have on board our ships as well is not only do we have a fitness center and a spa, but we also have on 5 of our ships indoor pools and 4 of our ships outdoor pools. So your clients and guests can enjoy a nice, a daytime swim on our indoor and outdoor pools as well. Two of our ships have a movie theater, so a lot of great onboard amenities that would be available and included for your guests. And then as far as onboard entertainment, we do have historians that come on board and give different lectures. There's local entertainers that come on board and perform as well. So a lot of great onboard entertainment that would be included. And then as far as destinations, we have some incredible destinations that would be in Europe, but also some unique destinations and some extraordinary itineraries. I do want to share with you all some of those amazing Europe destinations that we just recently renovated or added. The SS La Venezia is a brand new ship that went under a multi-million-dollar transformation, and we changed the itinerary. We revamped that itinerary, and now it's Venice and the Jewels of Veneto. So it is going to be an amazing opportunity for your clients and guests that really want to experience Venice and the surrounding islands that Venice has to offer. This is nothing like anything that we offer because we are docked right in the heart of the city center in Venice, a 10-minute walking distance to St. Mark's Square. Once again, we visit St. Mark's Basilica when nobody else is there, and I've also had the opportunity to take this excursion, and it is absolutely phenomenal. It's my favorite excursion that I've taken with Uniworld. And you walk into the Basilica and it is completely dark and there's only 40, 50 Uniworld guests in the Basilica, and they slowly start to illuminate all the lights and you see all the gold surrounding the Basilica, which is just absolutely amazing. And for those of you that have been to Venice, you know that there's thousands, hundreds of people in St. Mark's Square. We visited after hours at the St. Mark's Basilica when nobody else is there. We also see the Palo de Oro, which is this beautiful mosaic painting on the altar, but on the back of it, there's hundreds of different rubies and jewels and gems that is only shown once a year to the general public, and we see that every single time that we visit St. Mark's Basilica. We also visit Doge's Palace in the morning time. We visit the beautiful island of Murano and see a glass blowing excursion. We overnight in Burano, which is that amazing island with all the colorful houses, and we have a lace making excursion there. The islands of Torcello and Mazzorbo. Torcello is this quaint, beautiful little island that has only about 46 residents, and one of the most stunning churches that I've ever seen with all different mosaic paintings and cobblestone. It dates back to the year 600, so not 600 years old, dates back to the year 600. So there's absolutely remarkable monuments that you'll be able to see throughout this entire itinerary. And we're the only ones that are docked right in the heart of Venice. So it's a very unique experience, once again, for your clients that want to experience Venice and those surrounding islands and cities, because we also visit Chioggia, which is a fisherman town, and you get to go with the chef to the local fisherman's market as well. The beaches of Lido. So a lot to do on this particular itinerary. And then in Portugal's been extremely popular for us, and we have a brand new ship there called the SS São Gabriel. And you can see this ship is only 100 guests with 37 employees on board. This is one of the ships that has an outdoor pool. She is absolutely beautifully appointed, and Portugal is an extremely popular destination for us. We start off in Porto, we go into Salamanca, Spain, and then back to Porto as well, with clients and guests having the option and the opportunity to do some extension in Lisbon for 3 days also. And then we have some of those unique destinations that I talked about, some extraordinary destinations that we offer. This is an example of one of them on the Mekong Jewel, doing the beautiful Vietnam and Cambodia itinerary. And this particular ship is only 68 guests with 51 employees on board. The Royal Suite is 924 square feet, so very, very spacious accommodations. And you can see by the images, I mean, just absolutely beautiful. The marble bathrooms, the gilded mirrors. So she's beautifully appointed, going to reflect once again that incredible itinerary. And this itinerary is 13 days. So we start off in Ho Chi Minh City and we end in Siem Reap. And your clients and guests are going to be able to see the beautiful temples of Angkor Wat and Angkor Thom, which I've had also the opportunity to see. And it's absolutely stunning temples and monuments. So highly recommend this itinerary for your clients and guests. And I talked about those outdoor pools that we offer and indoor pools. This is also one of the ships that has an outdoor pool that would be available. And then Egypt. Egypt's been extremely popular for us as of late. We have 2 different ships in Egypt, the beautiful River Tosca, and now a brand new ship, the SS Sphinx. And the SS Sphinx is only 84 guests with 58 employees on board. So as you can see on these destinations, it's almost a 1-to-1 guest to staff ratio. On our Europe destinations, it's pretty much about a 2.3 to 1 guest to staff ratio. So your clients are really going to get that anticipatory service on board, that personalized attention to detail service. We like to say that no request is too large, no detail is too small, and they'll experience that on every single one of our itineraries. And once again, for this particular itinerary in Egypt, it is an amazing 12-day itinerary. It's round trip Cairo, so we start off and end in Cairo. And then we have some beautiful excursions visiting the Luxor Temple with an Egyptologist, the Pyramids of Giza, the Great Sphinx. So all amazing excursions that would be available on this one as well. And we have some extensions. So we do have pre and post extensions in Petra and Jordan, and then also in Jerusalem and Israel. So we do have some pre and post extensions, and a new extension, which I'll go over in a couple slides as well, that we've added to this itinerary as well here for this year. But I'm extremely excited to talk about another unique destination that we offer. So we are predominantly in Europe. We have 3 ships in France, 1 in Portugal, 1 in Italy, as I showed a couple slides ago, throughout Central Europe, on the Rhine River, the Danube River, Eastern Europe, and then some unique destinations, as I mentioned, in Egypt, in Vietnam and Cambodia. And we also have a ship in India that visits the Ganges River. It's only 56 guests, visiting all beautiful monuments to Taj Mahal, Mother Teresa's tomb, a lot of great excursions on that one. But brand new for this year, we've also partnered with the Aria Amazon and Aqua Expedition, and this ship is on the Amazon River. It is absolutely stunning. I do have a video that I will share with you all post webinar, and I'll send you those details. But she's only 32 guests with 27 employees on board, a staff and 27 employees on board. And you can see all the floor-to-ceiling windows. This is an all-suite ship, just as we have with several of our unique destinations, but beautifully appointed. There's a jacuzzi on board the sun deck. Amazing excursions that would be available with different skiff rides, kayaking. There's hikes, village tours, fishing. Clients and guests can see the pink dolphins, which I just recently learned about as well. And we offer the Machu Picchu extension added onto this. It is either an 11-day itinerary or a 15-day itinerary that would be available for your clients and guests to enjoy. So lots new for 2023. As I mentioned, some of those new ships, new itineraries, but we also have a cruise and rail program that we started this past year, and we're combining our cruises with rail programs, and there's several different options that your clients and guests can choose from, but one of them being a 4-night cruise that's going to be combined with the beautiful SS La Venezia that I talked about earlier in Italy and Venice. And that is 5 different countries that we would be visiting, with Switzerland, Austria, Italy, Slovenia, and other great destinations that we would be visiting. And we have private concerts in the Pastarnu Cave, and this is one of the largest showcase of classic quartz formations in Europe. So absolutely amazing. We visit Lake Bled, the lakes of Zurich. So awesome, amazing, all-inclusive experience. We've partnered with the Golden Eagle Danube Express, and this is an all-inclusive train experience. So everything on board, just like Uniworld, is going to be included, from the culinary to the excursions to the Wi-Fi to the premium alcohol. It is all going to be inclusive on board the train as well, just as it is on board our ships at Uniworld. So new cruise and rail programs that we're offering for this year. And the brand new one that is launching this year is our Sacred Ganges and the Maharaja Express. So this is going to be combined once again with that 12-day itinerary that we offer. It is going to be 7 nights on board the cruise on the Ganges Voyager 2. And then you have the land portion that's tied together to it, where we're visiting the Taj Mahal during the morning time and also in the evening time via golf cart. So your clients and guests can experience what sunset and sunrise is with the Taj Mahal. So a variety of different excursions on this particular itinerary, but we are combining it once again with the Maharaj Express. Mystery cruises. So we launched some mystery cruises this past year, which were a huge success. Our CEO and president was hosting these mystery cruises, and clients and guests, even myself and our sales team, we did not know where these cruises were going, what excursions were going to be available. They were truly a mystery. Clients and guests knew where they were going to be flying into and departing from, but the day-to-day itinerary, all the excursions were completely a surprise and a mystery. We, of course, were providing direction and advising of what to pack and what to expect on board, but the day-to-day itinerary, the excursions, those were all a mystery. And they were so popular that we actually have a mystery cruise revealed for this year, that it is a 10-day itinerary and some new mystery cruises that are going to be available in the summertime as well. One of them is departing from Amsterdam, and another one is departing from France, from Avignon. So highly, highly recommend this, not just to clients and guests that have traveled before, but even to new to river cruising and new to Uniworld. These are great options for your clients as mystery cruises. And then some new extensions. As I talked about on Egypt, we do have now a 4-night Red Sea extension that would be available for your clients and guests, and then 2-night extensions on our remarkable Rhine and historic Holland itinerary as well. And then Rivers of the World. This is something brand new that we are launching this year. We have been promoting it since last year, and there are very few stateroom and suite combinations still available that we just released. So if you do have clients and guests that want to experience something truly unique and remarkable, this is a 46-night journey, 9 different countries, and as you can see, it is a beautiful, beautiful itinerary. We start off in Egypt doing our incredible 12-night itinerary or 12-day itinerary in Egypt, round trip Cairo, then Italy on the SS La Venezia. Part 3 would be Hungary, Austria, and Germany on the Maria Teresa. And then part 4 would be on the Joie de Vie doing our Paris and Normandy itinerary, and then ending off with Portugal and Spain on the SS Gabriel. So this is truly stunning. It is 5 different super ships. We are going to have some hotel accommodations included, and once again, 9 different countries, 46 nights, and all the flights in between are going to be included for your clients and guests, and truly unique excursions that aren't available on some of those departures throughout the entire year. It is curated just for these Rivers of the World cruises. And then you can see here some of those ships and all the different decor that we have. I love this particular slide because it really truly highlights how each and every one of our ships are different. On the bottom right-hand corner, that is the stunning Joie de Vie, which does our Paris and Normandy itinerary. And you can see she is very Parisian, very French-inspired, going to be catered towards France. We have a bistro on board and just amazing, amazing onboard amenities. And for your clients that are looking to do the Rivers of the World cruise, and maybe they have already booked for 2023 and they want to go in 2024 as well, we have a brand new itinerary for next year. So this is going to be October 3rd through the 26th in 2024. It is 54 nights, so even longer than the 46 nights, 10 different countries, so 1 additional country, 2 different continents, and 5 different super ships that we are going to be cruising on. And I'll give you some of those highlights that you can see here of those accommodations and those different ships and itineraries that we offer. So we are starting off on the beautiful Ariel Amazon, which is once again only 32 guests, doing the 16 days, 15-night itinerary, including the Machu Picchu extension. The second portion of it would be on board the SS Beatrice, doing our Eastern European itineraries. Part 3 would be Burgundy and Provence on board the beautiful SS Catherine, starting off in Avignon and ending in Lyon, and then the Mekong Jewel with Vietnam and Cambodia. So a lot of great options, a lot of amazing new itineraries that we're offering for this year and for next year in 2024. And 2024 Rivers of the World, we still do have availability. So if you have any clients and guests that you can think of that would truly enjoy this once in a lifetime experience, there are still stateroom suite accommodations available. Then we also have holiday cruises where each and every one of our ships are going to be decorated for the holidays. We have the beautiful holiday markets throughout Germany. We have it on the Danube River, on the Rhine River, and even on some of those unique destinations like Paris and Normandy. So great excursions, great holiday markets that you would be visiting throughout all of Austria, Hungary, Germany, France as well. And we also have our Jewish heritage themed cruises, where this is year round on both the Rhine River and also the Danube River. It is going to be highlighting some of the Jewish history, visiting some of the museums, synagogues, and memorials as well that would be available. And then lastly, our family generations program. So we do have 4 different itineraries for kids between the ages of 4 to 17 would be receiving some unique experiences on board, like cooking classes, arts and crafts activities. They learn the local language, and then excursions for the whole family to enjoy as well. There's going to be scavenger hunts, zip line excursions, bike tours, all for everyone to enjoy. And once again, these are going to be specific destinations or specific itineraries on specific departures that are catered towards family and family generation programs. And for this year, we recently had it on the Rhine River, on the Danube River, and for 2023, we've also included it now on the Nile River in Egypt. So our family generation program is also going to be on the Nile River. And then in every destination that we visit, we make matter travel. So we make travel matter, and we've completed over 40 projects across the world, giving back to local communities that we're visiting, and giving back to communities, wildlife, and also land in all these incredible destinations that we sail through. By 2025, at least 50% of our itineraries are going to have make travel matter experiences. And we visit the Saffron Workshop in Austria. So a lot of great initiatives and a lot of great excursions that are available through these Make Travel Matter experiences. And then for our travel partners and advisors, we do have our Uniworld University. It's about an hour and a half long to complete, but once you complete that, you do become a specialist. You also receive certification towards CLIA. You receive our travel partner discounts, which are 60% off on select cruises and departures. And those are typically offered about 4 months in advance as well. And then you become a preferred specialist. So this is something that we offer on a yearly basis. So if you have completed it in 2022, it is new for 2023. It goes over all of our new ships, our new itineraries. And once again, you do become a certified specialist. And then as far as promotions, we have some amazing promotions in the marketplace, but also for groups. Our group policy is 1 for 9 TC for Europe. So you only need 5 staterooms based on double occupancy to be considered a group. We have some amazing group discounts. Of course, the tour conductors, onboard amenities. So we do have a dedicated group department, which their average tenureship is about 8 years. So they're very knowledgeable about all of our policies and all of the groups that are available. We have wine groups. Once again, there's historians that come on board, so you can promote it to history groups, to art enthusiasts. We have that golf excursion, so there's great opportunities in your local country clubs with golf excursions. So a lot of great options for groups on board Uniworld. And then for clients that have traveled before with us, we do have our River Heritage Club that they do receive additional discounts and amenities for traveling with Uniworld in the past. And right now we are offering our Year to Remember sales event. This is absolutely amazing with promotions, savings of $1,500 per person. And this is going to be through the end of February. And this $1,500 savings per person is on our more popular itineraries. So the Danube River, the Rhine River, the Venice itinerary that I spoke about, Bordeaux. A lot of these very unique destinations that we offer are going to be available with savings up to $1,500 per person. And then I did want to share a slide of our sales team across the country, because we do have our local sales managers in your states, in your cities, that are there to assist every single step of the way. So if you need any assistance with anything from marketing materials to questions, if you're looking to do local events or webinars, please don't hesitate to reach out to any one of our sales teams. We are here to assist every single step of the way, and we want to help you in any way possible. So I'll leave this slide up here just for a minute or two. So if anybody does want to take a picture, we do have the email addresses and also phone numbers of all of our sales team on there. And I will follow up with a flyer on that post-webinar and share it with everybody to their email address. And then this last slide is my favorite slide, because it does really go over those key pillars and hallmarks that I talked about. It's a nice little infographic, why a river cruise and why Uniworld. So once again, the proximity to the destinations, we're going to be right in the heart of the city centers that we're going to be visiting. A lot of overnight stays in all these amazing cities and towns like Paris, Vienna, Budapest, Venice. So all these amazing cities, we won't just be there for a couple hours. We're going to be there for several hours, sometimes one night, sometimes 2 nights as well. The staff to guest ratio, as I talked about a 2-to-1 guest to staff ratio. the all-inclusive experience. Everything is going to be included, from the culinary to the premium alcohol to the gratuities, the Wi-Fi, transportation to and from the airport, and then all those amazing, amazing excursions that we offer here at Uniworld. So once again, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to join me on the webinar today. I want to thank you for all of your support of Uniworld. We wouldn't be where we are if it wasn't for all the amazing support of our travel partners. So thank you so much. I will turn it back over to Dean and open it up for any questions if anybody does have any questions at this point.
Thank you so much, Eddie. That is wonderful. And I think the big thing on river cruises is I know that my mom loved them because she didn't get seasick. So she liked how calm the rivers are, which is nice. So we do have a few questions for you, Eddie, that came in. So one of them was about accessibility on board the ships for folks who might be in a wheelchair or a scooter. Can you go into a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. So we do have elevators on board all of our ships in Europe, and we do have different lifts that would be available for your clients and guests. A lot of these itineraries, there are going to be cities and towns that we're visiting with cobblestones. So it's definitely something to consider and to be mindful about when you are speaking to your clients and guests about it. But we definitely have all the accommodations on board to make it as as best accommodations for your clients and guests that are that do have a wheelchair, that need wheelchair assistance. But we have once again, they will be getting on our ships through the different the gangways and the ramps, and then getting off, and then there's going to be different cobblestone towns that we're going to be visiting.
Excellent.
So great question.
Thank you. Do you have childcare provided on board for those families that are multi-generational?
So we don't have any type of counselors per se or childcare that would be available on board, but we do have our employees and staff and crew members that are going to be there to make the families experience, and children of all ages, the most magical and amazing experience that they can have on board, from once again all the activities on board to even excursions, but they aren't any type of a childcare program that would be available. So another great question.
Great, thank you. The land excursions look amazing. Can they purchase them on board?
So we have very few excursions that are called Masterpiece Collection, which those are maybe about 2 to 3 per itinerary that we offer, that those could be purchased prior to the cruise at an additional cost. But all the excursions that I talked about and mentioned are going to be included. So several of those excursions that you saw on the slide, from the golf excursions that I talked about to the St. Mark's Basilica, to the Morning with the Masters, to the bike tours, all those could be booked on board. So the first day of the cruise, our cruise manager is going to go over an overview and highlight all the excursions that are going to be available through the entire week. And clients and guests can book that from the first day. And then every day prior to getting to the new city and destination, they will go in depth of what is going to be included and what excursions are also going to be available. So they can book it the day prior. So it's truly up to the client and guests and how they want to book those, but absolutely they can book them once they're on board.
Great. Do you have any special itineraries for 2024, which is the 80th anniversary of D-Day?
Yes, so we had a 75th anniversary of D-Day itinerary on our Paris and Normandy Joie de Vie. So that would also be available in 2024 as well. So absolutely, and those are only certain departures. It might be 1 week or 2 weeks that we're offering it, but absolutely, and that itinerary is amazing because we are docked in Paris for 2 nights, a 10-minute walking distance from the Eiffel Tower. We visit Omaha Beach, Normandy Beach. We have the golf excursions in Etretat Beach on Flore. So amazing cities, amazing excursions, and of course, different memorials and monuments that we're going to be visiting on that. So absolutely.
Excellent. One of our agents said, sorry if I missed it, but what about the entertainment on board? Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do have local entertainers that come on board, violinists, different singers that come on board and perform. So they are local. They come on board from the different cities and countries that we're going to be visiting. There's historians that come on board as well. So a lot of local entertainers that are going to be performing. And then a lot of the time we are going to be overnight in destinations that are going to be available where excursions would be included in some of these cities and towns that we're going to be visiting. But we do have local entertainers that come on board and perform.
Thank you, Eddie. Is the airfare included for Rivers of the World Tour in 2024?
So the airfare in between the destination that we're visiting is included. To get to the first cruise and to depart from the last, it is not included, but all the inner flights would be included.
Okay. And one of the questions came in about emailing the presentation out. And so they were a little bit late, but yes, this presentation will be put up on YouTube, on CLIA's global YouTube channel. And Eddie will be following up with everyone today who's here with an email giving you some more information. And like you said today, you're going to be sharing a video, correct?
Yes, absolutely. I will be sharing a video that we have with our new Amazon itinerary, and then also some of the flyers or the promotions that I mentioned, our Meet the Team flyers. So I'll definitely be sending all that out post-webinar.
Excellent. And I think this is our last question. It's about Sicily. Are y'all going to Sicily?
So we currently don't visit Sicily. We do have that beautiful ship in Venice that would be available for clients and guests, but it's an excellent opportunity if you have clients that are looking to visit Sicily. They can do a pre or post extension with one of our sister brands that we offer, whether it be Insight Vacation, Luxury Gold, that would have some additional 4 or 5 day or 3 day post extensions that would be available with Sicily, combining that with our Venice itinerary. So great question.
Oh, that sounds exciting. Well, thank you so much, Eddie. This has been a pleasure having you today, telling us a little bit more about these beautiful ships that you have in Uniworld. And again, everyone, Eddie will be following up with an email to you, so you'll have his contact information. And Eddie, if there's anything else you want to finish with?
Yes, I just wanted to say thank you, Dean and Justin, and thank you all for joining us on the webinar today. Greatly value all your support. And once again, if you do need anything, we are here to assist every single step of the way. So please reach out to our sales team. And once again, thank you for all your support of Uniworld. I hope you all have a great week.
Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.